I actually met the Mr. Bill Bright, founder and starting Campus Crusade, a faith-based not-for-profits. I was being interviewed to come on the board. I was in my mid-30s, and they decided they want a young Christian lawyer to invite into the board. I'm not so sure that was Bill's first choice to have a lawyer come to the board. So I went to interview Bill, and he said, "I'm a man of vision. My experience is that lawyers get in the way of vision." He said, "Are you going to get in the way of my vision?" I think that's almost the first thing out of his mouth in the interview. Of course, my response was, "I'm here to facilitate vision, not get in the way of vision." Bill had always been described to me as a man of incredible faith. I got to see some of that right up front. I remember we were meeting, I'm really telling the world how to evangelize well and reach the entire world. And that was the days before the internet. There were no cell phones, there were nothing else. It was 93, 94, somewhere in there. And he'd really gone to see somebody how much it would cost to build this great big satellite, send it in orbit, and then we were going to have little places that we could, it was distant. He was visions, he was way out in front of the internet. He was going to do distance learning back then through satellites, and we were going to hit all around the globe, and we need $10 million. We need it in the next 30 days to get this prototype up. He said, so he looked at me and said, "Barry, would you pray for this prototype, the guy to give us this $10 million for the prototype in the next 30 days? I'm thinking, this is a joke, this is crazy, this is a test, I'm thinking, this can't be for real. This is 93, 94. $10 million is a lot of money now, but back then, it was a ton of money. $10 million in 30 days, find the guy for the prototype to do a satellite to reach out to the world way before anybody was thinking distance learning and all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, this is a joke, to test. And I looked around the room, and all those board members had been there forever. They were head bowed, ready to pray. And I'm thinking, they're serious. I got to do this. So that was one of my first experiences at a board meeting with Bill's faith. We're going to go. So, and there are many other times, particularly with Bill, the board, looking around the room, and we're all thinking, do we do this? Yeah, okay. But he was a man of visionary. If you stop and think about what he was doing, he had big dreams. A lot of us have big dreams. He had great vision. Some of us get great vision. He had great faith. And there's a lot of really significant Christians with significant faith. But he moved. He was a man of great action. He made things happen. He made plans. He set in structures. He thought about it. And I don't know who's going to see this video. If anything comes out of all this, if you've got the vision and you have faith, if you're a believer, move. Take that step. Go into the abyss. Walk out there to build, and build in a Christian way, whether it be a profession, whether it be as a business person, a physician, whatever it may be, whatever profession is out there. Just trust God. There are things that you can do. He gave you a brain, He gave you a body, He gave you abilities, He gave you skill sets. Bill Bright used his skill set to the maximum of vision, faith, and action. And look what God produced with it. You can do the same.